right off the bat. It's gonna blow people's minds.
Scott Pilgrim!
Feel the wrath of the League of Evil Exes.
Scott Pilgrim is the hero of his own movie in his head, and this is that movie.
You have 7 evil ex-boyfriends? 7 evil exes, yes.
Bingo.
Now I have to find defeat. Defeat your 7 evil exes?
Pretty much.
It's a movie where all the rules of the universe apply and simultaneously have no relevance at all.
Consider our fight begun.
If she's the girl of your dreams, then you have to let her know. Step up your game, Scott. Pick out the L word.
Lesbian?
The other L word.
Lesbians?
Scott Pilgrim is a love story and it's a romantic comedy. It's got this pop art feel to it, but then it has action and amazing music.
And there's just so much going on at every moment. So much momentum.
Yeah!
I'd never seen anything quite like it, something so representative of, you know, a generation of like slackers who are into video games.
It takes its references from the worlds of anime and manga and comic books and puts the characters in that world.
They tore the roof off!
I've always been interested in making comedies look visually interesting and almost like the visuals are funny in themselves.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
You were saying?
Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz are both taking place in a real world where something insane happens, but this is taking place in a more magical world.
It's going to be something people haven't seen before. It's amazing. It's like the most incredible thing I've ever seen.
Okay, let's start with Launchpad McQuack.
That's not the actual title of this.
We are Sex Bomb! 1, 2, 3, 4!
Scott is a slacker living in a one-bedroom apartment in Toronto with his gay roommate Wallace.
Before you hear some dirty lies from someone else, yes, I'm dating a 17-year-old.
Oh, is he cute? He obviously cares a lot about Scott. He's his buddy. So long as it's good for Scott, I think it's good for Wallace.
This is my cool gay roommate, Wallace Wells.
Hi.
He's gay. He's just met this girl named Knives, and his friends all giving him a hard time because she's in high school and he's 22.
17 years old, scandal.
She's this sort of unblemished Catholic schoolgirl, 17 years old. Hasn't really seen life yet.
I got us a show.
Oh my gosh, when?
Wednesday. Knives is crazy about him, and he's totally started to take it for granted.
Scott here.
You know what? He just left.
Really?
Yeah.
Get ready.
He's kind of living his life for good and for bad through video games. And the good is that he's kind of has this insane confidence. The bad is that he doesn't always necessarily think about people's feelings.
It's completely untrue.
That time with Lisa.
That was a misunderstanding.
That time with Holly.
That wasn't what it looked like.
That time you dumped Kim.
Okay, me and Kim are all good now, all right? And then the whole world changes when he meets Ramona. You know this one girl with hair like this?
Yes, that's Ramona Flowers. Somebody said she was going to be here tonight.
Hey, what's up?
Ramona is a bit mysterious. Scott becomes a bit obsessed with her and wants to date her.
So this is a date, eh?
Did I say date? Slip the tongue.
Tongue.
She's American, which makes her all the more mysterious.
Come to the first round of this Battle of the Bands thing.
You have a band?
Yeah, we're terrible. Please come.
Sure.
Can I get your number? Wow, girl number.
Scott doesn't seem to be the same as all the other guys that she's been with.
Hey, you totally came.
Yes, I did totally come.
Please excuse my brother. He is chronically enfeebled.
He starts pursuing her without finishing with his current girlfriend.
And now that the truth is just a rule that you can bear.
We need to play now and loud.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4!
And everything's starting to make sense, and then all of a sudden, it doesn't make sense at all.
Mr. Pilgrim! I'm Ramona's first evil ex-boyfriend.
What?
Wait, we're fighting over Ramona?
Didn't you get my email explaining the situation?
I skimmed it.
He comes across as this scrawny rocker dude who you don't even think can open a can of soda, and then in the end, can open a can of whoop-ass.
What was that whole
about?
If we're gonna date, you may have to defeat my 7 evil exes.
Ramona's most recent ex, Gideon, decides to keep Ramona from dating anybody else. So he puts together all of her exes to come after Scott and destroy him. At least they'll try.
Punch me in the boob! Prepare to die, obviously.
Nobody likes to get dumped.
Your hair.
Didn't you know? Todd's vegan. Being vegan just makes you better than most people.
We feel like if we're not good enough for Ramona, then nobody's good enough for Ramona.
What's up? How's life? He seems nice.
I portray Gideon Graves, the final ex.
Laters. Hey!
Scott unleashes the dark side of Gideon Graves. That's a side you don't want to see.
You made me swallow my gum.
It's a test of how much he loves her, is how much he'll get beaten up for her.
They'll have baggage.
My baggage doesn't try and kill me every 5 minutes.
One of the coolest things is the use of the video gameplay footage from Scott gathering coins, from defeating a foe,
Sweet. Coins.
to him having a power-up when he does something good.
Growing up, video games, animation, and films would govern my life in a way that I would almost see life through the pop culture and media that I would consume.
Dude.
Totally amazing.
The way he cuts, the way he shoots, the way he utilizes graphics and captions, visual effects, sound, music. All of those elements are used by Ego to create an experience like none you've ever seen.
I think there's a thingy over here somewhere.
A thingy?
Scott and his friends are able to do things that are physically and humanly impossible, but they're done without any mention of it being bizarre.
What do I do?
You know, in musicals, when the emotion is too strong, people break into song to tell the next part of the story. And in this, it's the same thing. It's when the emotion becomes too strong, people break into fights. And then when the fight stops, everything goes back to normal.
Wicked.
Why does nobody sort of say, what's happening?
Sometimes Mark and I just look at each other and like, what kind of shocked face are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, are we shocked or are we just comfortable with the bag of their fireballs?
We're used to this with Scott.
None of us were your typical action stars. But I think that that's what makes the movie so interesting, is we're all the unlikely villains and heroes.
We tried to create a little world for Scott, so there's a particular sense of humor between Michael Cera, Johnny Simmons, Mark Webber, Alison Hill, Anna Kendrick, Ellen Wong, Kieran Culkin, and then the exes, Brie Larson, Brandon, Chris, Jason, Sacha Barber, Mae Whitman. They're in a slightly different bracket of the way that they play it.
I was very excited about being able to play this character that was pretty off the wall for me.
You are incorrigible.
I don't know the meaning of it, but...
Hey, I'm talking to you, Scott Pilgrim.
He's famous and he talked to me.
Lucas Lee is a bit of a jerk, not the best actor in the world.
Going for the Oscar this year.
And I can't tell you how many people said to me, oh, perfect casting, man. This is perfect. You're gonna nail it. I said, but I don't know how to take that.
There's Jason Schwartzman as Gideon.
Oh, I think this deserves a song.
Kimberly! It's such a hard thing to do what he did in this movie, like really be funny at the same time as being really detestable.
Music to my ear holes.
You know your hair?
I know of it.
It's all blue.
Edgar knew he wanted Mary Elizabeth Winstead, and she just nailed every single beat.
Dude, I'm changing.
Mary, as a person, has a very sunny disposition, and my note to her was, I need you to play like a sort of a broken version of yourself.
I don't have all the answers, okay? I just like to try and live in the moment if I can.
I just like to live.
The great thing about Michael Cera, just as an actor, is he can make anything just seem natural and off the cuff and normal, even when it's completely abnormal. Hey, what's up with his outfit?
Yeah. Is he a pirate?
Are you a pirate?
fans of Michael Cera, they'll all be shocked to see how much ass he kicks in this movie.
We did a lot of our own stuff in the fight sequences. So our trainer would have us going in cycles where we'd be doing like crunches, and then you'd move over and do push-ups, and then just all these things that my body has absolutely no desire to ever do.
Get ready to chow down!
It's cool that we get to learn how to use all the weapons and to fight. I love it.
You're kidding, right? It feels pretty good. It feels like, you know, wow, I've accomplished something. I've done all my fighting, and it's actually me up there.
You know this girl?
It was just a phase.
You had a sexy face?
I was just a little bi-curious.
Well, I'm a little bi-furious!
Mary is very intimidating as a fighting partner because she's really good. She really is a total badass.
I'm planning on just sitting around after shooting this movie and never doing another push-up for the rest of my life.
It's actually a really good garlic bread.
I could eat it for every meal.
You get fat.
Why would I get fat?
Bread makes you fat.
Bread makes you fat? There's just a voice that the movie has that is all its own. Edgar put so much care into every single part. If I peed my pants, would you pretend I just got wet from the rain?
There's no movie like Scott Pilgrim. It's really funny.
Scott, if your life had a face, I would punch it.
Yeah. Wait, what?
There are people exploding. There is rock and roll music, and it's got Michael Cera in it.
Okay, I'm getting tingles.
He's kind of, I guess, an anti-hero, but he somehow effortlessly seems to save the day.
I want to take them apart.
It's an interesting flip around to what you usually see in romantic comedies. It's fantastical and crazy.
You want to fight me for her?
Is that not clear? Is that not clear?
I don't know.
That was epic.
Hey, look, Bert. We have unfinished business, I and he.
He and me.
Don't you talk to me about grammar.